Season 2 of WondLa begins exactly where the first season left off, at a pivotal, emotional moment for Eva, the last known human girl who had lived her entire life underground, isolated from the world above. After a long, dangerous, and deeply emotional journey across a mysterious and beautifully alien world, Eva finally finds what she has been searching for her entire life: another human being. The episode opens with a breathtaking moment. A human figure named Cadmus suddenly appears before Eva, his presence calm and commanding. He speaks kindly, promising her a new beginning in a place called New Attica, a shining city where her future supposedly awaits. But something about this scene feels wrong. Eva's intuition kicks in, and she quickly realizes that Cadmus isn't really there. He's just a hologram, projected from a ship hovering above. Then, the unexpected happens. A human boy steps off the ship. For a moment, Eva freezes. Is this another illusion? Another trick? She reaches out, her heart pounding, and touches him. He's real, solid, alive. She screams in delight. This is the first time she has ever touched another real human being. But her alien companions, Ravender, the wise and cautious humanoid, and Otto, the gentle telepathic creature, remain guarded. Ravender especially doesn't trust this sudden appearance of strangers, and suggests they should tie the boy up by his feet. The boy is understandably confused and surprised that Eva can speak the alien language. To calm the tension, Eva introduces him as Haley. Just then, another figure steps out from the ship, an older man. He introduces himself as Vampa, and he's amazed that she has survived the untamed wilderness for so long. Eva doesn't hesitate. She runs up and hugs him, her emotions spilling over. He is only the second real human she has ever seen. Vampa explains that this moment marks only the beginning of Eva's true journey. He invites her to board the ship bound for New Attica, and tells her she doesn't have to go alone. Otto and Ravender are welcome too. Despite the unease still lingering in their minds, the alien companions reluctantly agree. For Eva, it's a dream come true. As they take flight, the world below unfolds like a painting. The ship soars across magnificent mountain ranges, and then in the distance, they see it, New Attica. A sprawling, futuristic city gleaming under the sun, like a beacon of hope. Once the ship lands, Haley and Vampa tell Eva they have other matters to attend to and disappear into the city. The moment is bittersweet. Eva stands at the threshold of the city, awestruck by its beauty and scale. But when a floating gondola arrives to take her deeper into the city, she turns to Otto and Ravender, expecting them to come along. To her heartbreak, they refuse. They tell her this is her path now. Her journey is with her people. They do not belong in New Attica. Eva's face crumbles. She hugs them both tightly, fighting tears. The gondola doors close, and she watches them disappear into the distance. Inside the gondola, she's greeted by a quirky and enthusiastic toy robot named Miko, who acts as her virtual tour guide. Miko eagerly shares New Attica's history, explaining that the city was founded by Cadmus and is home to over 2 million humans. Eva's mind reels at the number. Until now, she believed she was the last of her kind. When the gondola docks, Cadmus greets her again, this time in person. His presence is warm, reassuring, even charismatic. He praises Eva for her survival on the surface and promises that all her questions will soon be answered. Cadmus introduces Eva to his twin daughters, Jen and Nova, and asks them to show her around. The girls are full of life, friendly, and excited to welcome Eva into their world. They waste no time taking her on a whirlwind tour of New Attica. The first stop is the Infinity Zoo, where holographic animals roam. Then, the Imaginarium Aquarium, where imagination shapes the aquatic life on display. They attend a session of zero-gravity yoga, and finally play a wild futuristic game called Kaboom Chess. Eva is amazed at every turn. At one point, Jen shows off her wardrobe that changes color based on her emotions. Eva is fascinated and tries on a new outfit herself. The moment she puts on her chosen dress, it turns yellow, signaling hunger. Laughing, the girls take her to a restaurant and introduce her to a dish called Pels. Eva, unaware of the etiquette, eats it straight away, only to be laughed at gently, since you're supposed to spray it before eating. Embarrassed but good-natured, Eva joins in the laughter. Later, a group of curious kids surrounds her, bombarding her with questions about her life outside the valley. The attention is overwhelming. She quietly asks Jen and Nova if there's a more peaceful place they can go. They bring her to what looks like a serene forest. Eva instantly relaxes. This reminds her of home. But the peace is shattered when a massive spider-like creature attacks. Nova draws a blaster and fires at it, revealing that the forest is actually part of a virtual reality game. Eva hesitates but joins in. The game involves shooting creatures and boarding a retrieval ship before time runs out. Eva plays along but feels uneasy about pretending to harm animals, even fake ones. Afterward, she pretends to have enjoyed the game and asks for some alone time. In her room, she receives a call from Cadmus. He asks if she's enjoying New Attica. Eva lies, saying she loves it. Cadmus then directs her to her new sleeping quarters. There, a robot stands in the room, one that looks exactly like Mother, the robotic caretaker who raised her. Overcome with emotion, Eva runs to hug it, but is crushed when the robot responds with cold indifference. It isn't Mother, just a look-alike. That night, Eva hears something outside her window. She peers into the shadows and sees a mysterious figure who looks just like her, but older. When Eva calls out, the figure vanishes. The next morning, Cadmus summons her for a meeting with his scientists. But as Eva makes her way through the city, she spots the mysterious girl again. Without hesitation, she follows her through alleyways, past fountains, and into a waterfall. On the other side is a hidden sanctuary, a place untouched by the illusion of New Attica. The people inside are startled. They don't know who Eva is. But the girl steps forward and vouches for her. She introduces herself as Eva 8. They were both born in the same underground sanctuary. That's why they look alike. They're essentially twins from different generations. Inside the sanctuary, Eva meets others like her. There's Violet, a calm and intelligent botanist, Kai, a tech prodigy, and Xander, the brave and defiant heart of their group. These people chose to live outside of New Attica. They explain that while the city offers comfort, it's an illusion, crafted by Cadmus to control and manipulate the population. In the sanctuary, they live free. During dinner, a drone from Cadmus appears, reminding Eva that she's late for her meeting. Eva 8 decides to accompany her, saying she doesn't trust Cadmus. And she's right to be cautious. At the lab, Cadmus talks proudly to his scientists, but something feels wrong. Then, in her head, Eva hears a voice. It's Otto and Ravender. They're alive, but trapped. They're in pain. Cadmus has imprisoned them. Panicked but composed, Eva pretends that Eva 8 is sick and needs help. They make an excuse to leave. Once safe, Eva 8 reveals that she may know where the aliens are being held, in a secret maze of underground tunnels. Violet gives them a map. The two sneak into Cadmus' lab through a back entrance. There, Eva finds Otto inside a containment tube. She tries to release him, but Eva 8 is locked outside the chamber. Otto communicates telepathically. Cadmus tortured them. Ravender is in even worse shape. When Eva asks how she can help, Ravender's voice is faint, but clear. Take me home to Fauna. Suddenly, a robot enters. Eva hides just in time as the machine begins transferring the captured aliens, including Otto and Ravender, into another secure facility. Eva, desperate to know more, quietly follows. She slips into a shadowed corner and listens as Cadmus begins a private board meeting. And in that moment, Eva finally begins to understand the horrifying truth. Her dream city is not what it seems. Here, Cadmus reveals the truth. New Attica will run out of food within a month. When that happens, millions will die. The colony survives by harnessing energy from the Earth's core through a massive thermal vent. This system powers vertical farms and keeps their biome running. But now, the biome is failing, infected by an unknown pathogen. Cadmus tells the board not to panic. He unveils his plan. First, he's built an army of robotic enforcers called the Authoritans, designed to suppress civil unrest. But his primary solution lies far beyond mere control. He believes he's found the key to restoring New Attica's vitality. To prove it, Cadmus presents something extraordinary, an alien prisoner. Through studying the alien and its people, he's discovered they utilize a mysterious and powerful energy source, one capable of creating life, new species, and growth beyond comprehension. Cadmus theorizes that this energy, if harnessed, can heal New Attica, renew the failing biodome, and provide endless prosperity. Until now, the location of this source had eluded him. But that's changed. He has found someone who can lead him to it. A living compass. A human with the ability to communicate telepathically with the alien life force. That is no one but Eva. Eva becomes shocked to hear this. Cadmus reveals he's known all along that she's been spying on him. When confronted, she refuses to help. Desperate to protect her friend Ravender, she rushes to find him, only to discover him unconscious. Cadmus admits to torturing Ravender to extract vital information, claiming it was necessary for the greater good. With what he learned from Ravender and Eva's powers, Cadmus is certain he can find the source. Furious, Eva fights back. She knocks Cadmus aside and makes a daring escape, freeing Otto and Ravender. But they're almost immediately caught, until Eva 8 appears. She's been planning this breakout all along and has brought a gondola for their escape. But Cadmus is relentless. He sends his robotic forces, the batteries, after them through the city's underground tunnels. Their only hope lies in reaching Tver Town, the last path out of New Attica. As they near the tunnel, one of the batteries gives chase. Eva 8 battles the machine with a steel bar, but it splits in two and keeps coming. She barely escapes with Eva, and they regroup with Vampa and Haley. Eva pleads for help. Ravender is dying, and only the alien forest of Fauna holds the medicine that can save him. But there's a problem. Cadmus has sealed the exit gate. Without hesitation, Vampa jumps down and manually opens the gate, allowing the group to flee. But in doing so, he's captured by Cadmus's forces. With Vampa lost, the group flees into the wild, now hunted by Cadmus's newest creation, a towering, spider-like war machine. Eva warns the others that she saw an entire warehouse filled with these monstrosities. Cadmus isn't building a few weapons, he's assembling an army. The group fights back, narrowly escaping each assault. But their ship takes heavy damage and eventually runs out of fuel. Crashing into the desolate wasteland, they seek refuge wherever they can. Eventually, they hide inside a mysterious walking tree, only to be ambushed by its alien inhabitants. Eva 8 prepares to strike, but Eva calms her and speaks to the aliens. Her diplomacy works. The aliens point them toward Fauna, just a day's journey away. But there's a catch. They must pass through a region called the Black Wind, the hunting ground of a terrifying beast named Dawasu. And they must stay far from the skeletal remains scattered through the land, the bones. They journey on, storms raging around them. Desperate for cover, they follow a trail of bones. But Eva recalls the warning too late. Dawasu, massive and monstrous, rises from the shadows to attack. The group runs and hides in a cave. Ravender's condition worsens. Eva wants to try communicating with the beast telepathically, but Eva 8 forbids it. She lost her sister to Dawasu and refuses to lose Eva 2. Later that night, Ravender, barely conscious, wanders toward Dawasu, ready to sacrifice himself. Eva follows and connects with the beast. She begs it to spare Ravender, promising they mean no harm. At first, the creature seems to listen. Eva senses it is guarding unborn offspring. But the peace doesn't last. Dawasu lashes out to kill Eva. Eva 8 arrives just in time, driving a spear into the beast's belly and killing it. It wasn't protecting its babies, she says bitterly. It was going to feed you to them. Eventually, the group reaches Fauna, home of the Ceruleans, Ravender's people. Eva pleads for help, but the guards refuse. Ravender is exiled, a traitor. The only cure for his condition lies inside the city, and they won't let him in. Eva is determined. While Eva 8 and Haley search for firewood, Eva sneaks into the city, disguised as a Cerulean. She finds the medicine but is caught as she tries to leave. The village elder, Antiquus, demands an explanation. Eva confesses she stole the medicine to save Ravender. Then comes a shocking reveal. Antiquus is Ravender's father. Cold and distant, he explains Ravender's crime. Long ago, during a devastating windstorm, Ravender abandoned his people when they needed him most. As their only pathfinder, he was supposed to lead them to safety. But he vanished. Ravender, now awake, finally tells his side of the story. He didn't run from duty, he ran from grief. The storm took his wife and child. Shattered, he fled. Antiquus declares a trial of truth. The Kawa, a mystical bird of revelation, will decide Ravinder's fate. Eva and a cerulean named Azura ride a flying whale into the clouds to summon it. Azura tells Eva that the Kawa appears only when one seeks truth with a pure heart. Sure enough, the Kawa comes. Back in Fauna, the trial begins. The Kawa enters Antiquus, forcing him to speak the truth of his pain and betrayal. Then it enters Ravinder, who shares his sorrow and guilt. Finally, Eva speaks from the heart. She tells the ceruleans that Ravinder has been like a father to her. And now, more than ever, she needs him. Antiquus softens. He forgives his son. The next morning, the village celebrates with music, dance, and petals floating in the air. But the joy is short-lived. Cadmus's machines descend on Fauna. Eva and the ceruleans scramble to evacuate. Eva 8 races back to help. To save Fauna, Eva draws the machines away. A fierce battle follows, and soon Eva is surrounded. Cadmus arrives in a massive ship and captures both Eva and 8. He plans to use Eva's mind to find the heart of the energy source. On board, Eva hears a voice calling to her. She escapes and follows it through a strange forest, eventually reaching the source itself. To her surprise, it looks like her robot mother. The source begins healing Eva with beams of energy. She slips into an illusion, meeting a woman she believes is her real mom, only to discover it's the heart itself. In the meantime, Eva 8 finds her lying unconscious and panics. Unsure what to do, she tries to pull Eva away. When that fails, she breaks the heart free from its place. The source begins to collapse, and Eva starts to disintegrate. The energy consumes her completely, and she dies in 8's arms. Grief-stricken, Eva 8 tries to destroy the source entirely. But Cadmus arrives in time to stop her. He takes the heart and 8 with him. The theft of the source sends a shockwave across the land, destroying all remaining greenery. The planet begins to die. And that's how WondLa Season 2 ends, with the world fading into ruin, Eva gone, and the fate of everything hanging in the balance. If you love amazing animated stories like this, be sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned to Animation Insight Recaps for more.